Wow, so beautiful people. Wow, so beautiful people. We're at the last altar, the last two columns, and we're looking at Psyche square Pluto, which is, this has been bothering me since I first channeled the names of all the altars in Cusco. It's been bothering me, the altar of indignant rage. But I would say that both yesterday's and today's, they're about challenges that you almost mustn't rise to. That's the feeling I get with these. So look at this beautiful room. So in the Shire, this is the palace. It's absolutely gorgeous in here. The yellow surrounding the windows is so... Wow, there's something about this as the last altar space that feels very much like the returning light. It's very beautiful. So, we're gonna begin somewhere. It's not so much that I don't want to dive straight into Psyche and Pluto. What I want to observe is that we've got a kind of conjunction forming that has the Sun and Venus in conjunction, but Mercury is also nudging in. And Mercury is at 12 degrees of Scorpio, Venus is at 17, and the Sun is at 14. So Venus is preparing to edge out now, but it is a really powerful energy, and they're in opposition to Gaia, Uranus. And Gaia, Uranus is at 17. So in direct opposition to Venus. And there is that sense of refinding love. I mean, that's just a channeled feeling and a sense as I read the chart. But so I'm just going to ask about this. Also, that's also interesting. As soon as I sat down in here, a couple of my spirit guides zoomed in as little flies to come around me and just say, pay attention, wake up, you know you need to. I'm off to a spa in a minute. Well, spa. It's hot springs so that I can soak away my Eclipse Tunnel. My Eclipse Tunnel readings. I need to soak them out of me. And all we'll have left to do then is the lunar eclipse. And then I can publish the website with all this information in. I've got to write it all first. And I've got to get up very early tomorrow to go and see the condors, hopefully, flying in Colca Canyon. And then I'm finally moving downhill, down the mountain, to the white city of Arequipa. And I'll take you on a lovely tour there. So here we are in Joanne's beautiful, well, I don't know whether to call it a kind of little hotel village. You've seen my beautiful little hobbit home with the circular door. So let's begin with this conjunction around the Sun, Mercury and Venus, opposite Gaia, Uranus. I'm sitting on mine. So, do we have a rune or two for the Sun side? The conjunction around the Sun. Ooh. Interesting. So, gathering. There is a gathering. I mean, we've just said, this is 74, Gathering. This is about a kind of cosmic council meeting up, and the Sun's kind of, well, the Sun is in rulership here, but hiding behind like the power behind the throne, is Venus. And Mercury, as I said, is edging in. And there's some kind of needle. This energy of the need to personally mend an energy. And it's got with it Ophalagu. Embraced, mirrored. It is a turning point. It's, you know, when on the 22nd, as you already know, or you've not been following my videos, and if not, why not? So there is this sense of something being mended personally, and it being the energy of Venus in transformation, becoming the evening star as opposed to the morning star. So there is this, and it happens at 5 different points as a superior conjunction, Venus and the Sun, and then you have inferior conjunctions, 5 of those, and they form a lovely rose pattern through the skies. It's making me think of that beautiful image behind. So yes, you're mending your nighttime almost. You're mending your dreams. That's exciting. I had dreams last night. I haven't had them for a while because I'm shuffling the wrong deck of cards here. Oh, but I'm going to have to keep them, and we're going to have to talk about them because they're definitely part of the energy. That was the Alchemy of Astrology. I meant to pick up the runes for Gaia. Uranus. So, whoa, I saw that. Turned it back, but it does need to come up. It's the energy of solstice. Yes, we're not on a solstice. We're on eclipses. But this is Sunsteader. This is those rarefied moments of opportunity. So, that's not the energy, though, of Gaia, Uranus. Oh, Lagu, cosmic energy. In between is the energy of the opposition. It's a rarefied moment. So the Lagu fascinates me because we have Ophalagu. So somehow it's about mending a gift being given by Uranus in Taurus. And that energy is about shaking everything up, unfixing. And we lost Venus for a while. We lost our heart, and we're rediscovering our heart. So the idea being that the Ophalagu, the mantle that you wear, is the new dress, costume, the new look of love. The look of love is in your eyes. So Venus is transforming. Now, let's take this. But Venus is transforming because of this opposition. It's like powerful Uranian transformative frequency pushing across the solar system and mending love. And there is this gathering, as I say, this build up as we head towards, because at some point soon, the moon, when we hit the lunar eclipse, will join the gathering. It's like, you know, calling out around the world. Are you ready for a brand new beat? So what did we have here, and why did I keep it? So it was because I saw the top card, which was Psyche, and that was what made me think we have to keep this, because here she is, Psyche squaring Pluto. And I also got Scorpio. So the energy of the 8th, the lunar eclipse, Pluto ruling Scorpio, but also Psyche is at 26 degrees Libra, so moving towards. It's been fascinating the last few days because it keeps telling us that it isn't just being in the eclipse tunnel that counts. Yes, you do your work in the eclipse tunnel. You clean your house. You sweep out the mess. You transform things. But you're also taking that new house and you're living in that new energy for 6 months. So it moves past. So we have Psyche and Scorpio. We also have Mercury, who, as I say, is gathering around. Mercury was at 12 degrees. We've got Pallas Athena, and she's in Cancer. So again, we're getting that cardinal emotions, the ability to have divine. There's a kind of protected frequency around love taking place. Weaving new possible heroic endeavors moving forwards. The other one who I knew would come out because it's indignant rage, Eris. And Eris is about to have a conjunction with the moon. So it's the cards are trying to show you how the cosmos is leading the song. It's trying to demonstrate a way to transform everything that you're doing. And then we have Mary the Jewess. Now, we all know that that is to alchemize everything, to achieve. This is the pre-achievement moment. Lining up everything, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, getting everything ready for the shadow that will cross the earth, across the moon. The earth shadow will cross the moon, and that's when everything will transform to, I don't want to say fully, but it's like the opening frequency of the newness that we're all moving through. So it's powerful stuff. So let's keep them up there. And let's go and ask for Psyche. With a rune, singing for the moon. So, Psyche. Yeah, look, it's the magical destiny point. Witchcraft and Yor. What are the numbers? 65, 28. It's like the witchcraft, the magic of this cosmic motion is bringing in a frequency that's almost too much. And there's some part of having too much that will bring the energy of resolution, the ability to meet a completion on a part of your life that it just feels so very long ago. And it's obviously to do with your soul's home. There's a real frequency of this gathering energy, creating powerful mirroring magic for you to mend something deep within your soul. It's like being given a deification energy. It's very powerful. So now let's look at Pluto. Pluto's slipping out one. Ooh. Absolutely gorgeous. Knafa. So Knafa is, well, it's called blood-scented, but it's a rite of passage, but it's also a card that represents stuckness. I haven't said that word for ages. Traditions, things that you cling to that harm you, but you don't see how they harm you. They don't physically or mentally harm you, but they harm you in a way in which they block. They are the briars, the thorns that you can tear yourself on, just trying to get through each day to make yourself a future. So Pluto's representing that energy, the old. So we need to ask, how rigid is Pluto? How rigid is Pluto? What would Pluto say about this frequency? I picked up the wrong deck, but I can see I needed to. This is the old. There is a harvest to come, a year, depending on how you want to say your G's. And look at the shift. Look at the balance. If you can just move away from the old traditional ways in which you think, you're going to bring in an opportunity to be in the harvest of the now with clarity over your past and your future. And it's back. This card is becoming... It appears nearly in every reading. And it is, as I keep saying, it's the name of the rune deck that's at the printers. The Elven Light. Their ability to acknowledge that we are all one and we all sing love in another dimension. Connect with the version of you that knows how to sing the song of love. So now I'm going to get the right deck. And again, I'm going to ask Pluto what he's doing. Pluto's transforming. But Pluto is, since Lisbon. How long ago was Lisbon? 2 years? Been picking up this message that Pluto is love. And actually, if you look at some of the modern images that they've taken of Pluto, there's a big heart in the rock that's shining out. Like we've just... I want to say misjudged Pluto, but we haven't. Pluto's been a git for a long time. But Pluto, look, Pluto is Hades. Hades loves Persephone, but he can only love for half the time of the year while she's with him. And then she goes back to the world. And that's almost the energy I'm getting. This new revolution of Pluto, who, remember, is about to move into Aquarius. If ever there was a Lifruma style of love language coming down from Pluto, it's then, 23rd of the 3rd, 2023, Pluto's getting all loved up. I swear. I know most astrologers will say, no, you don't understand Pluto. I do. Pluto's changing. Everything changes. Everything changes but you. Look, we're being given the chance to change. Yes, in the past we couldn't. Everything did change except you. Everything did change except your philosophies. Everything in the world tried to change, but you didn't notice it because you couldn't get with it. This is time to be diamagnetic, to go against the flow of humanity as more and more of humanity changes. And I've pointed this out before. It's card 23 in this deck, accidentally, prophetically. There's something about quelling volatile masochism. And it's about uncompressing the self and writing with new tools, writing your story with new tunes, singing a new song. So, Psyche squaring Pluto. It's here. It wasn't here yesterday. It's the fires. Oh. But it's a warning. Cardinal fire. Big new ideas. But do not allow your rage to be triggered. It's going to be testing. There's going to be strife. There's going to be raw feminine energy coming in. What do I mean by that? Raw feminine energy comes in to deal with when male energy becomes too powerful. And male energy has been too powerful for too long. And we need to divine up that masculine energy. It's not really masculine. It's physical energy as opposed to cosmic consciousness energy. So this is a kind of, Eris is a kind of, to help you understand it, it's a Kali Ma coming in, destroying Shiva because his ego's become too big. And it's about teaching a new way to love. You destroy to unleash the love. There's love inside everything. Everything resonates at its core with love, but distorted. Hatred is a distortion of love. You just need to find how to open it. Right, we've got a huge spillage now. And that's love coming in. Purify. Polish. Soul ablutions. We're there. We've got the soul's home. Psyche, your psyche, my psyche. Everyone's psyche being given the chance to ablute, to cleanse, to bathe, to purge. And this is cosmic ambitions, not just personal ones, but how we move on with them. Haumea, she's here again. 36. I've had another 30. 63. There we go. There's the mirror. Ophalagu, Haumea. A new creativity. Birthing a new, fluid, beautiful charisma within us all. And this Haumea is the door to the soul, purifying Psyche. Where's Haumea? I believe right next to Psyche. So Haumea's at 29, Psyche's at 26 of Libra. So another conjunction energy, creating, bringing this gathering frequency. All the energies of the cosmos are gathering to transform things. And now we've got another long. So we have Ceres, mother of Persephone. That's where she spends the second half of the year in contemplation of the seat of her own soul, the luminous immortal, that energy that never ends, but we just need to harvest it from within our own psyche. It's there, but we've got to let it out. And then we have Quicksilver. This is Mercury in fluidity. This is mutable modality, transformation. This is the herald of change, but Mercury again is talking about speak your change, make it real. Moon in Scorpio, that's where this eclipse began, and it was to heal wounds. Think of Chiron not as the wounded healer, but as the healed wounded, letting go. The moon has also just passed Chiron. There's something about the importance of integrating the shadows of the lunar eclipse. And it ends here with Taurus. Moon in Taurus, lunar eclipse. Oh, 222. There's got to be some kind of body conscious awareness to bring things into alignment. Here comes a cat. Meow. Meow. You might see it go up the stairs. Meow. Meow. Show yourself. There we go. Keeps finding me when I'm outside trying to sit in the sun, but it's too hot. So what a beautiful altar. So the warning, do not trigger your normal rages at things. You have to transform yourself. You have to see this tunnel as the chance to alchemize. Hello, cat. Meow. Why don't you come up here and show everyone how beautiful you are? Meow. Gone off behind the sofa now. So, lunar eclipse is the next step. Transformation, that sense of new purpose for the next 6 months. What is your new story? What is your new song? And how much love are you planning to radiate? That's how we're going to end this. So beautiful people. I'm still working my way through the star signs. I have Capricorn to do next. We'll see. Maybe I'll have time to do you at the Condor Cross tomorrow. I'm trying to find a place that's got sacred energy in which to observe these readings and discover the messages. So apologies for the slowness. But, you know, sometimes beautiful things need time to ferment, which is actually a very Capricorn frequency, the fermentation. So, have a beautiful day, everybody. I'm off to the thermal springs to let everything get into my bones and pull out all the transformations that I'm going through personally since I visited my Jupiter line. Up in Puno, Lake Titicaca, which means Puma's Rock, which is just nice to know. So, have a beautiful, beautiful day. I have to put my little hat on so that the sun doesn't burn my head. Because I'm already getting very red again. So, enjoy. I love you all very much. And you need to love everybody equally. Because that's the energy of Pluto. Wassail, beautiful people.